I love it. I have 38 land productions. I have 14 naval productions and only 12 air. And the most expensive thing I'm making is air. Air costs so fucking much. It's useful, but it costs so fucking much. And then naval is surprisingly not as expensive as you would think.
Gonna send you another deal, Rez, just for 1 tech.
Okie dokie. Have fun with your tanks.
Actually, that's irrelevant. I'm just trying to find the cheapest techs off you I can buy. Like ones that don't cost into billions.
Oh, look at all this stuff we could buy from the US. Gimme, 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 gimme. I haven't looked all play sessions so far today. We've been recording for like 40 minutes. This is my first time looking at the US's techs. We can definitely get more because we've gotten through some technologies that were non-tradable, so this can get us way ahead in a lot of our stuff. What, you want more money? You being a little picky, huh? Alright, there's some more money for you, pal. Now give me all this nuclear technology so that I can get some better nukes. I don't actually have any nukes building at the moment. I do want to kind of skip ahead to silo-based ones, because honestly, the more and more I use non-silo-based nukes, the more and more I fucking hate them. Right now, I don't seem to have access to what I would need access to. Well, actually, they probably just haven't researched the designs for any silo nukes yet, now that I think about it. And we don't seem to have access to anything like that right now anyway. Yeah, we need stuff like the high-yield nuclear weapons test to start getting access to stuff like that. So I'll throw that shit on the list. That's a non-tradable.
Approval rating's almost at 40% too. Nice.
India's is getting there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the new population I got, I've just been building up resources and stuff just because the amount of resources I need for my population has gone up so dramatically. Oh my god, the price of rubber went down by another $100. It has halved since we started today. I haven't even started really placing any more either.
I only make $40 profit right now.
Well, only that's a reasonable profit off of like per unit of it. It's still like an opportunity good with that kind of profit, but because the production cost scales with the price as well.
Yeah, I'm just making my own. I can't keep. Well, I mean, it's a little bit cheaper. It's like, yeah, like $40 cheaper for me to buy it, but at the same time, like I don't want to like risk like going to war and just not having my own good stockpile first.
Well, I mean, that's what you have us for. You just buy it in bulk from the market, and then we just build more, and then that's how we get a market crash later on. So if you want to buy it and it's cheaper and it helps you, just go ahead and do it, because we're going to make more so long as it stays profitable. I don't have that much more to make, but I've already made so much, and there's still enough to make that the price is going to go down. It's going down even more, and we haven't really built any in a while. It's still going down, the price. That means there's a plentiful supply.
Very true. Yeah. I guess I'll kill production then.
Plus, I'm building more right now, but what I'm building, I haven't really started optimizing any of it yet. This is just the raw production. I haven't made sure it has enough supply, nothing. I think I'm literally just gonna build the rest of my rubber and see what happens. I can afford it.
Yeah, the shitty thing is, oh, what the fucking hell?
You pissed off Iran.
Am I doing what?
You pissed off Iran.
Alright, Iran, I mean...
You can lower the speed if you want.
Fuck it.
You need help or?
Nah.
He's confident. Let's see how he handles his confident war against Iran. This is round 2, Shibi. This is round 2. You tried this in modern day. Iran in Cold War is a lot weaker, but I'm curious to see how this goes for you in Cold War. It's like back to the past. I will obviously condemn that war. There goes the Israeli army mobilizing. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Oh man, they're focusing everything on like that northern point around Kurdistan.
I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, whatever. Free war. Fuck it.
Free war. Will it be free in the losses?
For the Iranians? No.
So far they've killed 22 and only lost 14, so they're making a life profit so far.
Lost to be expected at the initial attack. No, I wasn't prepared for it.
The AI doesn't prepare either. Well, there's the first war of the day.
It was going to be Egypt.
And now it is Iran. A similarly interesting target, and one that will really expand your reach over there.
And your population, it will double it.
True.
Oh yeah, it's gonna more than double it. Enjoy this. That'll bring your inflation down from the 13% it's at. It's actually higher than mine. I have a hard time actually getting mine above 13% right now. It's kind of settled in where it is. I've hit like a ceiling.
Well, it's about time.
That's why I'm just making more and more stuff now. You know, like, why the fuck not? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna place some timber with any rubber plants that can actually fit some timber. If there's any resources I need underneath them later, I'll just undo them. Timber mills are very cheap and easy to make. Every one doesn't really count for a whole lot, so it's fine. And it's just a good way to get some more timber building when we know we're going to need more timber. We don't need to build any more industrial complexes or anything. It just makes it real smooth and easy.
What's the stats looking like now, Rez? I can't check. I'm a little too busy.
The stats right now are they have 45 kills, you have 47 kills. Or 57. So you're a little ahead now. I see the front has expanded. Hopefully you have enough men for the war. You're looking a little spread.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Coup d'etat in Guatemala.
Hey, they like me now.
Oh, you're making some little spearheads in the center and the south. Looking good. Still pretty staggered in the north. Oh, they got a barracks right there. You seem to be, like, roughly evenly matched in terms of, like, total units, probably.
Perhaps. But I also
Let's
have
see.
my ROE set to low loss tolerance, so I'm trying to
They've
keep my
now
units
killed
repaired as much as
62.
possible.
And lost 101, so the ratio's getting better. They're marching elite guard forward.
Oh shit, I'm screwed. Not the elite guard.
Oh no, not them. Anything but them.
They'll destroy me. Everyone surrender. Drop your arms.
Oh yes, taking land, so...
I'm building a lot of rails again. It's time. It's time for the rail spam.
Where?
Indonesia. Starting to
Oh,
connect
God.
some rubber
Oh,
and prepare for some
China.
resource, like some supply distribution.
Oh yeah, see it.
I'm getting started
Wow.
on it. Will also help interconnectivity down here as well. I'm doing this one a little differently. I have rails building, just connecting all the rubber on the islands from like one end of the island to the other, regardless of what's in between, if there's roads or not. Just to add to the general connectivity of the whole island and make transport easier, since you can also stack rails on roads.
Looking good. Almost at Tehran.
Nice. Slow, steady push. The stats are 83 kills, 171 deaths on their side. Definitely getting more and more positive. Their offensive army is probably mostly out of the fight by this point, and it's probably just a lot of garrisons. But yeah, they pretty much fucked this up. They wanted to contain the growing Israeli army, and, well, here they are now. Although you'll need a moment to
They
rebuild
failed.
after this one.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna build an air base and a seaport right down here at Bengkulu, since entry points doesn't matter as much in a co-op. Just to start providing supply into this region, it will extend out to some of this rubber right now, and opposite to the rubber that's up here, the supply that it has. I should probably get another source of supply somewhere in between, because even when all these rails finish, you know, this isn't gonna be enough. I think this little town here can be a good in between. Yeah, let's go ahead and put a air base on it. It's not going to support a sea pier, but we can just put an air base on it and a supply depot. And that should be enough to supply the stuff in the region as well. Provide a little bit of extra. Jakarta itself has a lot more supply anyway. I could always make it better. Yeah, certainly I can by upgrading the pier and stuff in Jakarta itself. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The entry points, again, just don't matter as much since this is not a PvP. So air base and seaport. That should be all the supply we really need over there. My projects for building up supply on Borneo have finished, and it is moving pretty well. There are some inner parts here where it's just so far away that even with supply sources, getting supply out there is just not the easiest. But there's definitely a lot more supply on this island than there was, and I'm happy with it for right now since the amount of rubber here is actually not that high to begin with, and it's probably still spreading a little anyway. So that's me min-maxing my rubber production a little bit now that I'm going to be finish up my actual production. As we can see, the market price is plummeting still. I'm down to like a $30 profit on rubber, so it's definitely going down. The price is under 200 now on the world market. And I'm gonna have a lot more rubber production incoming.
Yeah, I'm not gonna build it anymore then.
You barely have any more to build, anyway. You have like a little, like one more patch, generally speaking, in China, and that's it. Either way, with time, your own demand will go up as you build more consumer goods and military goods factories, so.
I have a puzzle of 5,000, so...
Oh, I actually got some rubber synths from China that I didn't realize, so I'm scrapping those. That should help my profitability a little bit. And Tehran looks like it's soon to fall.
Yep, almost. course, knowing them, they'll move the capital, but meh, that's what they get for declaring war on me.
Well, Tehran has officially fallen. It's currently moved south to somewhere very nearby your border, Esfahan.
Yeah, to Esfahan.
You're already through most of industrialized Iran. There's not a whole lot left, anyway. My deficit on electricity is just getting worse and worse and worse.
Because you keep building more and more and more.
Well, I know... So it comes from a number of things, but it's really the consumer demand that's been going up more than anything. I am building some more factories, yes, but not a lot. I'm not building a lot at all. But it keeps going up, and that's entirely just because of the population.
Sure, blame the population's fault.
Well, they have more fucking consumption than everything else, so yeah, I am gonna blame them.
Sure, blame the consumptionist.
Let's get rid of this petrol and this airfield here, because it's sitting on some spots where I could build some more hydro. I'm gonna go ahead and just place the rest of this ring down, and then 2 more rings. I'll fill this in once these deconstruct, and that should get our production going up even more. Inflation is not going up too crazy like, so it's not really that much of a problem.
At their new capital, surrender, you bastards, it's over.
I am definitely burning through money right now.
There we go.
And there goes Iran. Israel's looking chonky, man. My new consumer goods factory's finished, and what a surprise, it's not enough. So let's place some more somewhere, why don't we? Let's say up here near all this production. Let's just put a whole ring of consumer goods factories, and we'll probably need more indie as well. So we'll put another indie ring right next to it. I can actually get rid of this coal plant here, and then just get a whole indie ring in this spot once it finishes deconstructing.
Alright, I'm gonna go for Pakistan.
Go for it.
Have fun with that. And the war begins. The Pakistanis will not be declaring the war after all. The Indians have struck first. The enemy units in East Pakistan are so bare minimum, like they're just so old and bad. The ones coming out of actual Pakistan are at least newer.
Like, you really didn't need as big of a force to take over eastern Pakistan.
An event for North Vietnam procced, moving the capital to Hanoi.
I better move my units to the fucking Suez in case Egypt gets any fucking funny ideas.
There is the event that should proc in 2 years for them to annex the canal zone. So far, Pakistan has lost 101 units and killed 1. So this is a pretty one-sided war right now. But India wishes they could do this well in real life. India's never seen numbers like this before. Well, we currently build enough metal ore, so that went pretty well. Coal is kind of edging it. Let's turn on another 4 coal mines just to make sure that we're keeping enough. The timber situation is fixing itself, and I have another 93 timber mills making. Every timber mill doesn't actually produce that much, so that's why you have to make so many of them. The rubber situation's hilarious. I built all the rubber plantations that I can for right now, and with the supply improving as well, we can see, you know, the price is going down even more. The situation with agriculture is, oh my god, the price of agriculture is going down more and more and more and more and more. Oh, and I've conquered so many agriculture buildings and stuff. Whoops, wrong thing. From the places I've taken over, like in China and in Indonesia and all that. They've been on this whole time. Whoops, I'm gonna start turning these off. Still don't know if I want to keep them or scrap them. I've gained so much from Conquest. Everything that was just on, almost 200, was entirely from Conquest. So yeah, that's quite a lot. I'll just turn it off for now and see what effect that might have. But I think we should definitely lock this again and just stop making any, because it's just not worth it right now. There's so much. And there goes Pakistan.
There goes Pakistan.
Yeah, a little too early.
Oh, you didn't get East Pakistan?
No, they moved their capital a lot, and now it's on that little fucking island.
Oh.
We shall exist. Pakistan continues.
Just load up some of your troops into an air-land unit, and there you go.
What a eloquent explanation that was.
I know, right? Put some troops in an airplane and then drop them.
Coup d'etat in Paraguay.
Oh, looks like India needs to finish the job.
India will. Just gotta build the justification again.
Wait, let me turn back on arms race now that I have so many troops and the war's over. That I just realized like how much infantry and militia I have that's really old. So we can definitely get a lot of this stuff scrapping. I'll give an advanced order to make it go even faster. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably ally Taiwan, because they'd be a nuisance to invade, and they could be helpful in helping me guard things in the region anyway. So I'm just gonna go for the alliance with Taiwan. Finished most of my rubber stuff, and that price is still tanking. Whew! Also, I allied Taiwan.
You allied Taiwan.
Yeah, I don't feel like taking them over. They're annoying to take over. They have garrisons on fucking everything, and they have enough troops in reserve to be a bitch. And usually the US gets mutual defense with them and then just defends them with their navy to the death.
Yeah, if only Biden were president, you wouldn't have that problem.
Hey Res, did you want to take Burma?
I have no idea. I started getting like justification and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really planning that far ahead right now.
Yeah, I have the justification, and the military approval is pretty low right now.
That's because we're both funding their insurgency.
Yeah, you mind if I take it?
Go ahead.
God damn, I already hit the labor shortage.
Oh my
again?
god, I just watched like all these Indian units just start screeching to the east.
God.
They're like
I
ants.
don't need that money.
Good luck with the supply on your literal singular road leading into there. Your war begins.
Support.
I support my friend's warmongering. They
They're
don't
already
even have any
surrendering.
garrisons. No, they just didn't have any garrisons. That wasn't surrendering. There was just nothing to defend those towns. Some of those units on fastest just went a little into the jungle there.
Yeah, the AI will sort them out.
The AI's trying to send them into China to like a barracks. You have units coming down from China. They're not even like going to take this little village that would actually give them supply to move along that road. They're just going through the fucking jungle.
They're like, road? We don't need no damn road.
Yeah, Cold War Burma is pretty easy to take though. And Burma's dead. Fucking warmonger. I haven't even declared a war today.
We'll get to
Why
it.
not?
I've been building my own country.
You have the
Yeah,
biggest
you know-
military of all of us.
You don't need to build. Just take everybody else over.
I also took over the most population, and it's taken a while to get everything that I need to actually let them be alive.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's just more excuses.
Let's go ahead and place some more hydro rings. Put these ones at Nagasaki. And just for the hell of it, we'll fill these 2 rings as well. The thing I need more than anything right now is electricity. Everything else is pretty much fine at the moment. We could use some more consumer goods. We are still building the ones up here. They're gonna be done soon. They're not gonna be enough though. Definitely need more somewhere. I guess I'll put another ring right here. There's already 1 here. I'll just scrap this coal and then place another 5. Consumer goods is an expensive thing, not something you want to be importing, and oh man, that's gonna make the electricity need go up even higher.
Power Grid 3 finished. On to Power Grid 4.
Lucky you.
I'm getting closer to finishing Power Grid 4. It won't fix my deficit, but it'll be better.
Hey, Japan is moving.
Yeah, slowly.
Philippines.
I'm just gonna get over there, kind of take a peek, figure out what else I might need to send. I know I'm gonna need to send a little bit more than I'm sending.
I think it's funny because the knowledge index says I'm rank 1.
Shit, I'm ranked
Even though I
25.
haven't. What?
I'm ranked 25.
No, 1.
No, I know you're number 1. I'm number 25.
Oh, strange how that works.
My funding wasn't even maxed out, so hopefully that'll help with the speed. A wee bit.
It helps a little bit. It's not enough to get you like super far ahead, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, I thought we started on Power Grid 3 the same time.
Yeah, no, because remember, in the initial, I couldn't even afford to even research anything without, like,
Oh, yeah.
bankrupting my ass, so I couldn't research anything at all. Now I can, because I fixed my economy, or rather that now that I actually have an economy.
Yeah, you're making some money.
When does the Suez Crisis kick off? What, in 1956?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just wait for that to happen, and then once they take over the annex to the canal zone, I'll go in and say, nope, mine.
Mine.
Yep. I'll pull the jeets on them. Let me guess, judging from your troop movements, I see you're what, going after Afghanistan next?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm not doing anything. It's just my AI redeploying everything.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I saw a bunch of your troops starting to move up towards the Afghan border.
I am building justification, but I don't know if you want Afghanistan.
I I mean, it was on my list. I was gonna take Iran too, but like not at that moment. But they solved
I
that
took
for
it.
me. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm also showing timber.
Yeah, one heck should be good enough to make up for that.
Well, I don't really know how this naval landing's gonna go, but I feel pretty ready to try it. I don't have the biggest navy that I can use here, but it is time.
Philippines.
The Philippines. It'll be easier than Taiwan, because the Philippines isn't all garrisoned out. They have multiple open landing points. They do have some garrisons to be concerned about, but not like a whole lot or anything. So
Just take your Yamatos and bombard the fucking coastline.
the only part I'm worried about is over by Manila. Really, that's why I only have 2 Super Yamatos. That's it. I don't really have a navy. These things take 2 years to build each, so anything I have really that can bombard is up there, and it's not a whole lot, but
It's something. You have some naval fire support.
They don't have a lot of garrisons.
You still setting up maneuvers and everything, Res?
yeah, I made a mistake. I'm fixing it.
Mm.
Alright,
There you
war
go.
begins.
Alright, let's check this invasion out.
The naval landing shall proceed.
You already got a Stuart right on Manila.
I don't have Stuarts. That's probably theirs. Yeah, that's theirs. I
It's
have
one of those
landed, though.
Japanese units.
I have landed next to Manila. My troops are spilling out. The Yamatos are supporting. The Yamatos are real good at bombarding. I've landed on the other side of the same island. I've landed on the southern island of Davao as well.
Oh, no, it's just a slugfest. So you got some merchant marines heading back to Japan.
Yeah, they probably got injured.
That's the way it looks like.
I don't have the port. I have a town next to the port. They have so much stuff that
So far,
came
you
out of
lost
the port.
7.
Yeah. I have more that are going to be lost very soon if I don't take the port.
We need reinforcements.
But I have just taken the port.
And there goes half your military leaving the port.
Yeah, because they're all injured. The other side of the island has gone fairly well. Ooh, look at how many units they have here. I have some reinforcements heading in there. You know, the other side of the island's going pretty well. I sent like just enough troops. They're starting to kind of break through a little bit. Just being held back by the need to shoot more. Landings on other islands have gone decently well. Supply is a nuisance, but they have worked. There were some islands in the center that I kind of failed landing at, but that's, you know, nothing I can really do about that.
You should just take your troops off the main island and redeploy them down to the south now that you got a beachhead down there.
They're leaving. They're leaving as they get injured. That southern part doesn't have a lot of supply, though, as I'm sure you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everything I had that was at the main island has left at this point, or is, you know, in the process of leaving. I've lost about maybe 10 troops to them or whatever, 11, 12, I don't know. I had stuff from one of the islands, well, a couple of the islands that didn't work heading up here. I don't know if they'll be able to actually get there, though, or if they're just going to kind of be chased off. Looks like they're more just going to be chased off. Probably going to take my air and focus it on all these elite guard that are coming down the road instead. They're easier targets, and yeah, landing over there is just going to be a lot simpler as well. I could just focus everything over on that one side, because that side went a lot better, generally speaking. So I have more stuff headed over to that east side. I would have needed more navy to really crack through the first part of that island, or a more advanced Air Force. They have so much elite guard and stuff just running down this one road. They're kind of out in the open, which makes them easier targets, but still, there's a lot of them. The supply down here isn't very good either. But we are on track to actually win this. We just have to keep throwing air power on this row of their units approaching, and then just keep pushing on the main island. A lot of my injured units actually went to the southern island of Davao for some reason, which I guess is fine. There's not really a lot here. I have a cap ship, not a Yamato, but a cap ship that's nearby and can probably provide some firing support. I got some fresher units heading up to the front on their now weakened remaining elite guard, and they're just kind of getting torn apart now, yeah. Their Philippine army, it was mostly distracted over by Manila initially, and now it's kind of just falling apart.
Sent you another one, Narfis. Oh, here comes the whole Japanese reinforcements.
That's a lot more. That's probably doesn't even equal what I sent down to the Philippines to begin with, but they're kind of all displaced now, most of them. My units are trying to go to other islands by themselves, which is okay, I guess. The Philippines units are trying to do some island hopping as well, and my push is going pretty swimmingly. Yeah, we've broken through pretty much all of their forces. Now it's just breaking into this main part of the island and just sweeping up some cities. They're taking almost all the rest of their units and just moving them to other islands. They're sailing around. I don't know if they're trying to get to Indonesia or their own islands to defend them, but I've pretty much taken the entire southern island, one of the eastern islands. This is the main island. It'll fall pretty shortly now that I've broken through, actually. Yep, and I'm amidst all their garrisons that have not a lot of approval currently.
Yeah, this war will be over real fast. Japan chalks up another island. Alright guys, well it's time for me to go. I shall be back in roughly about 45 minutes or so.
Okay, do you want me to pause it? Manila has fallen.
If you want, you can keep going and then, then pause and save.
Yeah, just stay in the game, because not a lot of time's gonna pass anyway.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and after you do that, do a
yeah, save.
Let's save, just in case,
yep.
Egypt decides to fuck me over. But I'm sure my AI will just take care of it by itself.
Yeah,
it pretty much did for the Iran war, so.
They moved their capital right next to Manila, and that's about to fall. It just fell. So we'll see you in an hour, Shibi.
Alright, hopefully around there.
And they moved their capital next door again, and now this one has fallen. And the Philippines has surrendered.
And you got it.
And now he has to do church stuff. So just to let you guys watch and know this, as Shibi went to church, me and Narfi got talking. We talked to Shibi when he got back. We are honestly finding this playthrough and this co-op experience at this point in this game kind of boring, because we've just played so much of the game over the past few months. And we've played so much co-op, the AI has gotten so predictable, and it's usually the same scenarios over and over again. We're probably going to shift into only PvPs after this, or take some breaks and mix in some other games as well. We're not sure yet, but this is probably one of the last co-op playthroughs you'll see on this channel. Maybe just for a while, but maybe all together. Of SRU, at least for me. I don't know if anyone else would ever play it on this channel, because man, we're getting pretty bored of it. But definitely more PvPs, because I don't know how you guys feel about it, because I'm not even close to releasing it at time of recording, but that last 1v1v1 Cold War PvP was so much fun to record and so much easier to edit. Hey Narfi, look, we finally split up China.
Asshole.
What do you wait? Whoa, what? What do you mean, asshole?
You were referring to Shibi China, right?
Yeah, this is our invasion of Shibi.
Your mic's cutting out.
No, we're whispering. I'm memeing.
Oh, you're memeing?
I whispered him, I said, hey Narfi, look, we finally split up China. Yeah, no, that's what it looks like when someone whispers. You can actually see that they're talking, you just won't hear anything.
I just heard like clicks. Like it sounded like someone was gonna say something, but then like nothing happened.
Oh yeah. You could see it though, if you look in recording, like you can see it whenever someone is whispering. So I would always, during the PvP, I was always looking at Gilded like, oh, these fuckers are whispering. I wonder what they're whispering about. And then I wait till you guys, are done, and then I do a little hold down, push to talk to whisper Shibi. So, how's Narfi?
Oh, so that's how you knew.
Yeah, I was watching the whole time because I could see when you guys were whispering, so I would just occasionally be like, so what you guys talking about? Or like, oh, so is Narfi saying this or that? Or
spy.
I'm not spying, I'm just looking at Gilded, motherfucker.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating, I just have 3 monitors.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating, it's pay to win, bitch. Get money, don't be broke.
I'm married. I'm always broke.
I'm pretty sure I'm the poorest one here. Honestly, this fucking memeing right now is more entertaining to put into the videos than the actual fucking game. Like, during the Colonial thing that I was just editing, that Colonial playthrough, I wonder how many months after the Colonial playthrough this will be. But I was just editing it today, and I was just starting to finally leave in our random banter, because I had such a long period of time where nothing was happening but banter. I was like, you know what, I can leave some of it in. Well, I'm just gonna leave this in, because the banter is probably more entertaining than this playthrough.